am finally back, and if you watch all the way until the end, you will see my actual appointment for braces update number 4. Hey everybody, so I know I haven't come to you guys in quite a while with my braces update, so I kind of want to make this really simple. Let's see, I haven't made a video, I want to say maybe in 3 or 4 months. I just recently went to my, I think my fifth braces appointment, or fourth, maybe my fourth. It probably was my fourth because Corona put everything on hold out here in Texas for a little bit, even though everybody out here still living their best life, YOLO, I guess. But yeah, so this time when I went in, prior to that, I had the same ligature ties, I had the same wire, everything, and I didn't feel, of course, any more pain. I didn't feel anything. It just was there. I guess my mouth had gotten used to it. It had moved and shifted my bite as much as it was going to shift for those 3 months that I had the same wires on. So when I went in, I was telling him, I said, hey, are we going to put in different, wires? Or matter of fact, no, I went twice since Corona. So I went, I want to say probably the end of May, around May. And then I also just went toward the end of June, and now it's July 4th. But in June when I went, they changed I made a video about this, I should know the names of, but they changed the wire. And they went to a 16.22 gauge, and it was supposed to be thicker, and I was going to feel the pain. I felt it for a little while, but it wasn't as bad as like when you first get your braces done. And anybody out there that does not know, your teeth feel like they itch, but it's really your gums. But my teeth used to itch so bad. But with this, I didn't feel that effect, but it did feel like it was moving my bite a bit. So that was that. Then when I went back in June, I want to say June 22nd or so. Yeah, so when I went June the 22nd, I said, yeah, I'm really not feeling anything, so are we going to keep the same wire? And he was like, oh, you're going to feel something this time. And I'm like, what do you mean? So he's telling the young lady in there, he's like, yeah, you're going to get this, that, and add this, and number 297, and put this with this and this, and we're going to use the steel. I'm like, what the fuck? So evidently that was the day that they were going to actually put on my power chains and then also give me rubber bands. I'm going to try to put these rubber bands on while I'm on camera too. But the power chains are pretty much when they're ready to start the movement and the shifting of your teeth. The wires, the wires and the rubber bands they initially put on it, that's just pretty much to bring your bite a certain way, whether it's coming this way, that way, arch, whatever. That's trying to correct that. Now I have the power chains on, and he was asking, well, do you still want to close your gap? How much of your gap do you want to close? I really don't want to close the top one too much, even though I think it has shifted at this point. But he had the young lady put on the power chain, so they're on the bottom. So it's like one continuous rubber band that they just pull from the tooth to tooth to tooth to tooth, and just to bring them all together. So they did at the top and the bottom. Then they put this here. It's almost like a spring. I guess it's going to close up to a certain extent, but not have the top closed that much. I'm cool with that. Then they said, okay, well, we want you to put these rubber bands on. So I'm going to try to put them on now because I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to wear them 24 hours unless you're brushing your teeth or eating. Now, these are them. I have the tortoise ones. And they wanted me to put it on these teeth here to that tooth there. So let's see if I can do it. So this is how tiny they are. So you just rock it around, and then so that's that. Simple, right? This side though, I have to put this bad boy all the way back here and then connect it to this tooth here. So let's see. See, sometimes it doesn't work. Let's see, I'm gonna have to use two hands. You pull, and I try to put my nail underneath, and see sometimes it gets stuck around another one. So we're gonna lift that there, aha, and oh my god. Now, when they did all this, the pain, honey, like even right now, I feel this just pulling, and anytime I go up too much, I feel these over here pulling. But I want to say after the first week, I was a little bit better with it. I kind of, like within the last 3 days, I stopped putting on my little bands like I should be. Because like I wound up eating something. For the most part, the first week I really didn't eat much. It was like soup and mushy stuff, that I could slide through even though I'm not supposed to eat with these on. I did that. And then after I was like, no, I'm making a good ass meal. I'm finna eat. let me take them off, and I didn't really put them back on how I should. I'm going to list off a few different things or show you a few different things that have been getting me by. Since I've gotten braces, I have had to deal with gum recession. That's what the young lady called it. But pretty much for me, it's just your teeth are being pulled, right? So let's say it's sand, and you stick a stick in the sand, and then you start to drag that stick through the sand. The way the sand encapsulated that stick, at first, it's not going to be the same if you start sliding it all around. The sand is going to cover different parts of the stick. It's not going to cover the stick, be all encapsulating like it once was. And that's what's happening with my teeth. So the bottom teeth over here became so sensitive. Not just the cold, not just the sweet. You know what? It's not even a sweet thing. Sweets don't bother it. Cold, hot, air, anything. And I remember telling the young lady, oh my God, I think I have a cavity. I need to come in to get, a fill-in. And when I came in, she started laughing. She's like, you don't need a fill-in. And I'm like, yes, I do. And she's like, no, you don't. I'm like, no, I do. Because she's like, that's called recession. Whatever. She didn't have to laugh at me because I wasn't paying. However, they did what they had to do. My Dr. Chahal, I love her. She came in and she was like, no, because the gaps here, you can pretty much see around the teeth. She was like, there's no cavity there. They did an x-ray. She's like, it's just recession. Your gum is shifting. Your tooth is shifting. So your gum is just not covering spaces that it used to cover on that tooth. So that's why it's so sensitive. It's like exposing, I was going to use another analogy, but kids might watch this. But it's exposing something that has never been exposed to air. And it's like, So that's what I'm feeling with that. But so far, like I said, I'm using the little tortoise, little thingies. My next best thing prior to me getting to the dentist and I felt like I had a cavity, the wax. This wax, my zeal. They pull off like this. They like little strips. And I'm probably going to throw that away because I'm touching it and stuff. But that piece, not the whole thing. But they pull off like little strips, and they mold so perfectly. The first one they gave me, it was a little bit stiffer than these, but these are not as bad as the ones that came from like Walgreens. The one from Walgreens is like a paste, and it's horrible. It gets all over everything in your mouth. It doesn't stay in one spot. These, for the most part, do. So what I would do is just lay it down along this right here, push it up in there. I wouldn't feel anything. And also, I have a fat face, of course, and my gums and my cheeks rub against the braces the brackets on the inside. So when that starts to irritate me a little bit, I just take that same little stuff, the wax, slap it on wherever I feel it, and now it's like my cheeks just glide by, which is cool. What else? These, boo. These. You see this? They will save you. They will save you. The biggest thing for me right now is still eating and getting stuff stuck all in my mouth. At this point, I could care less about it being embarrassing. It's just annoying because the whole time I'm sitting there, like damn near hours, I'll keep doing it. So have these nearby, because even in spaces you don't think you have food, there's something sitting there. Because the last time when I went to take out my, the, what do you call these things? The wires, right? Hopefully everybody knows what a cavity smells like, whether it's your own or somebody else's, or just rot. But when I went and they took out the actual wire, I was like, ugh. It had to be decaying food. I was brushing my teeth. I was doing it. He was like, just floss. He was like, get the little flossers. And I knew better. And he's like, just push it through, because sometimes food just sits there and it'll sit behind a bracket or sit on top of a bracket or in between the space of a bracket and one of your bands. This is just regular rubber band. So I was doing my hair. So yes, so these two things are going to come in extreme handy. These is your booze right here. This is what I'm on right now. I got to start using these more frequently. And this is also what she gave me. She was going to give me a prescription for something, but she wound up giving me this for the sensitivity. And all this is, if you guys go to the dentist and you get your cleanings, you know how they put that stuff in your mouth and it smells so sweet, like either blueberries or strawberries. But it's right before they start, I guess, like brushing away and using the other fluoride treatments. So that's what this is. This is just like a thick ass toothpaste that's supposed to help with sensitivity, and it has fluoride and all that other stuff in it. So that did okay. She said, don't brush my teeth with this. She said, just after I brush my teeth, put this on my gum and just let it sit. That wasn't working. So I brushed my teeth with this, but then I also used a little thing of Sensodyne she gave me. So Sensodyne and this is what's been working for me thus far. And it hasn't been as sensitive, but I'm thinking also my teeth are just getting used to feeling how they feel. So this is what my update is. But this is where I am. And we're gonna see. I go back on August 6th, I believe it is. So we're going to see what the actual power chains are doing, if they're shifting anything as far as the teeth go. The spaces, like I said, that I really wanted to get, you know, handled were the spaces at the bottom. So we're going to see what happens with that. At the top, I'm debating. I've gotten so used to my gap at the top, I don't think I want to take it all the way down to nothing. But I'm debating. I'm still debating on that. But I just want to give you guys an update. I am fine. My teeth are fine. The itching has stopped. I'm going to do better with my bands that I'm only supposed to take off when I'm eating or brushing my teeth. And that's that. But the way that Texas is closing and opening, I don't know if I'll still be able to get back in there on the 6th, but hopefully so. And then we'll just keep you guys posted. But thanks again for watching. And I'm going to try to combine this with my other video where I'm actually getting this done. So today is the power chain day and a few other things that they're going to do. So I'm going to try to film as much. I'm looking a little white around the mouth. My phone is probably going to die, but I'm going to try to film as much as I can. So this right here is just her taking off the original wires and ligature ties out of my mouth. Please get you guys one of those little toothpicky things, because you have to go in between your teeth. Sometimes you're brushing and you're doing the other floss, but you're not getting everything, because when Honey Boo Boo took off, though, that metal wire, there had to be something decaying behind that wire. But either way. So here we go. This is just her making sure she has in the new wire properly. And yeah, just fitting into my mouth. This one, I believe it's a 16.22 gauge, and it definitely felt tighter, but I believe it's because this one was steel. The last one was the same size that I got done in May, but this one is a steel wire, so I definitely felt more pressure. My face is crazy, so pay it no mind. It is what it is. I was so dry that day. This is her going in the bottom, and she's just putting the power chains on, which are rubber bands, essentially. And she was just connecting it to each tooth, so that is what's actually going to start the process of my teeth bridging the gaps that they have. This definitely was interesting. I can't say it hurt. It was a lot of pressure afterwards. My gums itched so bad, and that's just something, I guess, that comes with the territory of actually getting braces. So the itching was just, ugh. But she went across the whole bottom. So yeah, then she switched to the other side, got it all the way across. And then she began on the top. Pretty much a redundant process. It does not take long. It literally, in all, I want to say maybe 5 minutes to 6 minutes for them to take off the old wires, take off all the old ligature ties or rubber bands, and then start again. Now, when they start the process of putting in the actual wire in your mouth, pay attention. Don't just say, oh, no, it doesn't hurt, because they're going to ask you, well, how does this feel? Is this okay? What I prefer at the top, being that mine go all the way to the back, is for them not to clip it exactly where the bracket ends, because for some reason I smile a lot and I laugh a lot, and it just rubs against the inside of my mouth. The longer that piece of wire is, which you would think it would be jabbing you, it doesn't jab me. So I prefer it to be longer. So the next time I go back, I'm just going to tell her to leave it. This is just her doing the power chains across the top. Same process. It's really simple, but oh my God, you feel the pressure. So I'm really curious to see after a month how close my teeth are going to be together and what the next appointment is going to be like. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. When I got out of that chair, I wanted to eat a burger with chicken, with everything under the sun, just because I didn't eat anything that day. I literally couldn't eat anything. Typically, after an appointment, I'm able to go ahead and just grab something really quick, eat. Couldn't do it. This is just her filling everything out, asking me how it felt. I was good to go. She was really cool, too. She was really cool. The young lady I had before, Latoya, she was my favorite. But Chantel seems pretty cool. I think her name is Chantel, but I remember her name because my cousin's name is Chantel, so I know it's something around that. All the crazy. I just put them on. I'm already dying. This one is the hardest because I gotta go all the way back and then bring it to this tooth. I am a week and a half into it, and so far I am doing good. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'm going to try to update you guys, just not sure when. Until then, be safe.